guys, I hope by now that you have subscribed, but if you have not, hit that subscribe button now. Also, follow me on all of my socials. With this TikTok ban lingering over us, I'm going to be posting more on here and on Instagram as well, so make sure you're following me just in case TikTok does say goodbye. But today's video topic is my match bingo card for 2025. These are the matches that I want to see happen in 2025 and a few reasons why I want to see these. So let's get right into it. The first match that I want to see is CM Punk and Seth Rollins in Hell in a Cell. Why, you ask me? Because number one, we know their feud is not done. I have a strong feeling that CM Punk and Seth Rollins are going to be battling for a little while longer, and I have a feeling that Seth Punk is going to cost CM Punk the Royal Rumble spot that he so deservingly wants. But with that being said, if he costs him that spot, we're going to get another match. And what should that match be? Hell in a Cell. Why? Because we've already seen CM Punk in a Hell in a Cell match against Drew McIntyre that was absolutely fantastic. And we know what Seth Rollins is capable of in the ring. Plus, I think in this feud, Seth is going to be the heel, and we know that heel Seth is top tier. So I think a Hell in a Cell match between these two would just be the icing on the cake for all of this bad blood, all of this hate, all of this energy that the two have against each other, and it would honestly be probably one of the best matches of 2025 if it happened. We both know that these two are just absolutely outstanding lately. They have been working the crowd over, working the ring well, and every feud that they have had has been spectacular. So putting that together in a Hell in a Cell, what else do you need? The second match that I would love to see, and I've talked about this numerous times on my lives and my wrestling reactions, is Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. Now, I would love to see this match at WrestleMania. I would love for Randy to get his WrestleMania moment and go against Cody for the title. I don't think that's going to happen. I definitely think that spot is probably going to be John Cena's, which I'm okay with as well. But I would love for Randy to get that moment. But if he does not get that moment, hopefully sometime in 2025 we will see Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton, because I think that this match would be fantastic. I am dying for the Viper to return to my screen. I'm hoping maybe he returns at Royal Rumble and pops up. But either way, I'm ready for him to return, and I'm ready for heel Randy to come back. We've seen Nice Guy Randy for a little while now, and we've seen his friends all go heel. KO is completely unhinged right now in his feud with Cody, and I personally want to see Randy turn heel. I love heel Randy. The Legend Killer Randy is probably one of my favorite characters of his, and I think it's just absolutely fantastic. So I want more heel Randy. Plus, we need some stronger heels in the WWE right now, and he's the perfect fit for that. So I think what I would write, if I was the writers, I would have Randy come out during the KO and Cody match at the Royal Rumble, and I would have it look like he's coming out to help Cody, because we know that Cody and KO are at odds. We know that Randy and KO were at odds because of what he did, but I think it would be a nice little switch up if Randy actually attacked Cody, setting up their feud. Do I think that's going to happen? I'm not so sure, especially with all of the WrestleMania rumblings that are going around with Cody, but I think that would absolutely be spectacular and so unexpected. So Cody and Randy is definitely on my bingo card at some point in time. I would write it in for him to reappear at Royal Rumble, attack Cody, and then have a match after that, which I guess could still happen because we do have the Elimination Chamber. But I just want so badly for Randy to get that match that he deserves at WrestleMania. Number 3, we've been teased with a little bit, and I am ready for it because these two females are super strong athletes. They're superstars, and I'm ready to see them go head to head. So my number 3 is Bianca and Jade. Now, we know somebody attacked Jade. We don't know who it was. My money at this point in time is on either Charlotte or Bianca. I think those two are my strongest choices. We've had Naomi a little bit in the picture, we've had Bayley a little bit in the picture, but I feel like those two are too obvious. I feel like they have too obvious of reasons, and it's going to be a deeper storyline than just wanting Jade's spot. So I feel like what could happen here is Jade could come back at the Elimination Chamber, or at the Royal Rumble, at Royal Rumble, and attack her attacker. She's going to be an entry, and she could come back and pinpoint who attacked her. And who I think that should be is Miss Bianca Belair. I think that would bring shock and awe to this, because why would you attack your own tag partner? Because Bianca needs to turn heel. She needs a character change. She needs to give us heel Bianca, because we've seen good Bianca for a while now, and I want something else. I know my girl can shine in every single role that she gets, but that heel Bianca would be so strong. And then we could get Bianca and Jade at WrestleMania, which is two powerhouses going against each other. That would be spectacular, and I'm all here for it. I think that is how the Who Attacked Jade scenario should go. And honestly, I think that would be the best storyline for it. Now, I won't lie, I think Jade and Charlotte would also be a very strong storyline, but I think we're going to get Charlotte and Tiffy. So that takes out that storyline for me, and Bianca is definitely the best choice to be in a feud with Jade. And I personally think she is the best choice to be revealed as her attacker. Just because it is unexpected, it's not obvious like a Bayley or Naomi, and we would get a pretty good match out of it. Let's talk a little bit about Bron Breakker. Bron Breakker took the title from Jey Uso, which I was not happy about. But I was like, okay, Jey Uso's going to go to the Bloodline and do that story, and Bron Breakker's going to have some strong feuds and do his own thing. He is not. I hate to tell you guys who are on Bron Breakker's side for the IC title, he has not had the storylines that I wanted him to have, and that title could have stayed on Jey Uso. With that being said, we have seen him fight with Sheamus and Ludwig Kaiser, and those have been good matches, but they just haven't been to the strength that I wanted it to be. Honestly, I think Sheamus and Ludwig ran away with that match, and Braun really kind of fell in the shadows. With that being said, I have a match that will pull him out of those shadows and actually make him a strong champ, and that's against Jacob Fatu. Number one, we kind of already saw a little teaser of this when Jay and Braun had their match for the title. But number two, I need to see more Jacob in the ring, because he is not only athletic, we saw last week on SmackDown that he can cut a promo too. I think Jacob is a strong superstar and competitor, and I need in 2025 to see more of him and less of him being Solo's little right-hand man. I need him to have more singles matches, because of the singles matches that he's been in, and let's be honest, the tag matches that he has been in, he has shined so bright, and I hope in 2025 that we get a strong Jacob singles run, because he needs that, and him and Braun would be fantastic. They're both powerhouses, they're both strong, and I really think that they would bring out the best of each other. Another Jacob match that I would like to see this year is Jacob versus Solo. I think now that Solo lost his tribal chief status, not that he ever was, because there's only one tribal chief and his name is Roman Reigns. But now that Solo has officially lost that, I think he's going to continue to try to push Jacob and Tama and Tonga whenever he comes back around, and try to be the leader and the head and all of this. And guess what? He's not. He lost that power. He does not hold the Ulafala anymore. And I think with that being said, Jacob's going to get sick of his BS and he's going to turn on him. And what better match for WrestleMania than Jacob and Solo? Because let's be honest, love him or hate him, Solo has been great. He has improved so much. His in-ring skills are awesome. His promo skills have improved tremendously. And this whole OTC Tribal Chief storyline that he's been in has really only made him stronger. And Jacob is a star as well. The little glimpses that we've seen of him have really stood out and really made me impressed, and so I'm ready for that Jacob and Solo match to see who really is the strongest in the bloodlines. And personally, I think it's Jacob. He is so athletic. He's a beast in the ring, and I think he's going to outshine a lot of people on the roster. And then let's talk about him, because we know it's his retirement year. We know it's his tour and his last time, and we're going to all be saying you can't see me for the whole year of 2025. So let's talk about him. John Cena. I think John Cena at some point in time in 2025 has to face Randy Orton. We have seen the history between these two. They have battled before, they have been friends before, they have had so much history, and everything that they do is just great. And I personally think we should get one last ride of John Cena versus Randy Orton. They both are legends in the industry, and they both deserve the spotlight and this huge, moment to shine. And I think what better way than have a one last time match with John and Randy, whether it be at WrestleMania or SummerSlam or another PLE or even on a random Raw night. I don't care. But I think the match between John Cena and Randy Orton would be a great one to have for John's last tour, along with a lot of other people. But I just really want to see John Cena and Randy Orton run it back one more time, because I'm ready for that. And then finally, number 7, my last match is kind of like a dream match, but I would love for it to happen. I would love to see Liv and Dom if they survive, because we saw that Dom is kind of in the doghouse because he messed up at the Raw on Netflix debut, which I don't blame Liv. He should be in the doghouse for that. But I would love to see Liv and Dom versus Punk and AJ. And again, this may be my little hoping and wishing thoughts, but I absolutely love AJ Lee. She is one of my favorite divas of all time, one of my favorite superstars of all time. I love everything about her. And I'm loving Punk a lot lately. Ever since he's come back to WWE, he has been one of my favorites. And we've seen a little bit of teaser of this, not a lot, but a little bit of back and forth on Twitter between Liv and Punk and AJ and whatever. But I think that these two in a mixed tag match would be just awesome. I want to see Punk and AJ team together. I want to see AJ back in the ring. I hope she's a Royal Rumble contestant. But I think a Liv Dom and a Punk and AJ match would be phenomenal, because we have Liv and Dom, who are the WWE's power couple, versus the OG power couple in Punk and AJ. And that would be my fantasy bingo card match, because I think it would be so good. But I'm curious to know, who do you guys want to see this year? We have a big year of wrestling coming up. We have Raw on Netflix that's already been 2 great episodes, so we know big things are going to happen there. Who would your dream match be this year? Who do you want to see? Who do you just hope fights more? What are your thoughts?